Hello everybody, welcome back to Planet X News. It is June 11th, 2017, and we have the doctor and physicist with us, and the reason why we are going live immediately, we do have a live stream that is scheduled for 12 noon today. However, we felt that it was very important, very vital right now to show everyone what is happening. And just over the course of the last several hours, there has been widespread earthquakes around the world. And what we're looking at right now is an outbreak of earthquakes in Alaska, the west coast of the United States, which is basically all of California, a very rare earthquake in Georgia, and another sizable earthquake 2 hours ago in Arkansas. Several larger earthquakes along the Mexican coast, a very rare earthquake in Bolivia, and we're going to move over here. We have some very slow internet speed, ladies and gentlemen, so just bear with us. These are multiple earthquakes right here. We're going to get into all of that, but what we found to be very important is what's happening right now with our Magnetos Fear, and we're going to go ahead and get over to that right now. Okay, this is going to be moving very slowly. I apologize, but I have so many screens open right now, and the internet access is just absolutely horrible, the feed. Just give me a second. Yes, it's absolutely horrible internet speed. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what we're looking at is basically an all-on assault with our Magnetos Fear. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this up here. I'm going to let the doctor explain what you're seeing here. Okay, it's all yours. Still with me, doctor?
Sorry, Scott. I think you were cutting out. Hear you all the time.
Okay, are you still with me there?
Yes, I am. Okay,
now I can hear you good.
Good. So what we're seeing is the Magnetos Fear being high density of particles. And now and then it actually goes in the wrong direction to be compressed outwards. So that's what I found strange when I first looked at it.
Oh, now
so the bow shock is moving inwards and outwards, is high, and then I think in the other image it was red around the bow shock. Very strange, very high density, and it's going right into the earth. You see what we just saw there?
Yeah, can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, the computer screens are freezing. The internet access right now, just absolutely horrible. This is to be expected. Can everybody in the live chat, can you let me know if you could hear me clearly? Okay, yeah, we're seeing some huge impacts, ladies and gentlemen, right now. I mean, just look at the screen right now. The magnetopause is expanding, but it looks like it's coming from behind our planet.
That's right. I think this is why the solar wind is dropping off. The solar wind speed is dropping off so much because, as I've said before, there's an opposing stellar wind, and this is what we're seeing now. That's why the bow shock is actually pushed outwards, and then it's pushed in again. That's incredible. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I've never seen this before either. I've never, ever seen anything like this. And the screen keeps freezing because right now we are probably,
oh my goodness.
We're probably having a very serious geomagnetic storm and we don't know about it.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah,
I've never seen anything like it. And you see, the high density is just above the middle of the bow shock, where it's red. And then in these images, the same thing. It's gone red. That's maximum density. And in the lower one, we see the particle stream going right in towards Earth, as if the Magnetos Fear just had a hole in it, and the particles are going right into it. Supposed to happen. Look at that. There's a hole right into the Magnetos Fear there, just above the center of the bow shock. That's actually in the magneto sheath. Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't looking good at all.
That looks like, yeah, that's unbelievable. That's terrible.
Now, I did say yesterday.
This is going to.
I did say yesterday that we were going to be going through. The first wave of this was going to be coming through on the 11th. I didn't realize that it was going to be this intense.
Yeah. No. Oh my. And with very slow solar wind. I've never seen a solar wind at these speeds. It's not supposed to happen. It's almost at half its normal speed. I think you quoted at 285 or something. Second.
People just had
That's
somebody.
very low.
I just had somebody in the live chat ask if this is really happening. Yes, this is really happening. This is not make believe. This is really happening right now. Now, that's why I was mentioning the other day, ladies and gentlemen, if you could hear a little bit of stress in my voice, yes, it's there. Because whenever we talk about the science behind all of this, and if you listen to my live stream in the middle of the night last night, this is what I'm saying. You know, it's not all about picture shows that, you know, some other YouTube channels are putting up there. You know, I've done the same a year ago because I had so many photographs coming in from all over the world, and they were very, very strange looking anomalies in the sky. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, we really need to worry about what is happening in space in relation to our sun and the earth. And you can see this. You can see this right now. This is happening. I don't care where you are sitting on the face of this planet. This is happening right now. And we're going to be getting into a little bit more of this, but I did mention that going into June 11th, we were going to be entering into a wave of solar energy, and then again a second wave, which is much stronger, coming through, I think, about 36 hours later. So going into I think the 13th into the 14th. We'll get into all of that very, very shortly. And I apologize if, you know, the sound quality is bad. Right now, the internet service is taking a beating, and even my cell phone, I'm having problems with my cell phone right now. We may be going through power outages somewhere, you know, in the world, the United States. I just don't know. But all I know is I looked at the earthquake information 1 hour ago, and then while me and the doctor were on a video conference, we decided to look over some information for our live stream at 12 o'clock, and bam, all hell broke loose. And this is why we decided to get on here right now with a quick live stream and let everybody know so you can see it. You can see this happening. This is crazy. Go ahead, Doc. You could throw some comments in there.
It's amazing. Look how red that is. That is maximum density, Scott. That is unbelievable. Well, we were supposed to go through a stream of high density. But what surprises me is how it's going straight into the Magnetos Fear. There has to be a hole there for that to happen. And the solar wind is too slow for this kind of hole to happen unless there's something else energizing the solar wind particles. And that's what I talked about before, and that is the opposing stellar wind, and it's colliding with the particles coming from the sun, and it's energizing them, and then you're getting magnetic reconnections, which open up holes in the magnetosphere and allows the particles in. I actually see, do you see that orange coming towards the pause? And then it looked to me for a while like it was moving backwards. And that was strange to me as well. You see, it comes, the orange, so a higher density comes towards the Earth, and then it moves backwards again.
Yeah, this is
Oh, it did.
yeah, this is a bad situation. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for the bad internet service. Nothing I can do about it. I mean, I have the most expensive high-speed internet access there is available, and right now it is literally crap. We're going to be looking at the solar wind right now.
Well,
this is crazy.
Well, the particles will be going into the ionosphere, and it will be creating currents in the ionosphere, and that will affect the power grids, and it will affect communications. So this is to be expected. It goes with this.
I'm trying to expand this screen.
Okay.
It's causing my computer to run really, really slow. There it goes. After 10 times.
But you can see, oh, look at that. It goes red, really, really red, which shows you that density is high. Very, very, extremely high.
Oh, it's off the chart. It's off the chart. In my opinion, it's off the chart.
The bow shock is getting hit by extremely high density. You see, it's orange on the sunward side, and then it becomes blue. Again, waves of intensity, and then lower intensity, high intensity, and then lower intensity. Particles are being moved around the magnetosphere.
Yeah, this is very, very, very intense. And once again, I apologize that this is not playing in its regular speed. I have a lot of screens open right now, and the internet access it's about a quarter of what I normally have. I checked it before we went on the air, and right now, you know, my local cable internet access company, they're getting hit, and we're just going to have to bear with it. But you could see this is just absolutely intense. Very intense.
We're still seeing the same pulse of energy coming from the night side of Earth that we've seen before, even though it's slower now. Well, it's slower because it's playing slower, but we're still seeing the same thing. Pulses of energy coming in, particles from this other stellar wind coming in waves.
Oh, here comes the radiation. We're going to take a quick look at it.
Oh my goodness, look at that. And look at the amount of particles on the night side coming in. These are the particles that are allowed in as well. They then diverted around and come in from the back side. Remember, I wrote about this the other day. We had a I explained this.
Oh my God.
And this is amazing. Red. It's red. This is electrons coming in. Oh my. So there's lots of particles streaming into the magnetosphere. And we're going to get auroras with these. Magnetic storm, that's what it means. Because there are lots of particles coming in, and they'll go into the ovals. Oh, it was on that article I wrote about the aurora.
Yeah. Yeah, so we
on
can see
that.
this. We can see this, ladies and gentlemen. We can see this, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I apologize for the bad stream that we have going on right now with the internet, but we are definitely getting hit. We're getting hit very, very hard. I haven't seen us getting hit this hard in probably about 2 months. I kind of had a feeling that this was coming, and again, I reported on this, well, not more than 12 hours ago, and then I had another live stream at 1 a.m. Eastern Time today, and I did mention that this was going to be coming in on the 11th. Well, today's the 11th, and we're going to be going through this for the rest of the day, all the way into tomorrow. Then we're going to have a short break of maybe between 12 and 18 hours, and then we're going to be going through another wave of solar energy that is going to be worse than what you're viewing right now. Right now. I'm going to go ahead and exit out of this, and whenever we start our live stream at 12 noon in about 1 hour, we're going to be going over some of this information, but the doctor has prepared a very good report on asteroids and meteors. And as I mentioned the other day, we're not going to be hit by any planet, ladies and gentlemen. So you can just, if you have a fear of that, other channels reporting that, we're going to be hit by planet Nibiru, that's not going to happen. Okay, those kinds of videos are just pretty much meant for clickbait to draw your attention to them. But right now, our biggest threat is, what is occurring on the sun, producing the earthquakes, the volcanoes. We saw a volcano on the 8th of June, Fuego volcano in Guatemala. 23 eruptions, and then boom, one major eruption. I had one idiot make a comment and say, oh, that volcano is always active. Okay, well, you're completely wrong. If you look at the data and read the reports, you're wrong. Yes, the volcano is active, but 23 very impressive eruptions, and then one huge one, which I detailed in a video. So we do keep track of all of this information, and I've been going back into data from 2015 and 2016 and comparing the exact dates of where we are now. And believe it or not, we were supposed to be going into a little bit of a lull, a little bit of a low period. Look at this screen. It just updated.
Mm-hmm.
We got earthquakes
Wow.
going on right now in Idaho.
Oh my.
Let's get into this because this is just intense. And for anybody out there, ladies and gentlemen, that tells you that you're crazy, give them a good smack in the mouth, because you're not crazy. You're looking at it. You're watching what is happening right now.
You see,
Look at
the
this.
day side of the Earth is getting hit.
Yes. These are all new. Look at this. New Mexico, 2.7. They definitely downgrade all of this. Arkansas, 3.6. Georgia, dead center in the middle of the state, magnitude 2.49. 3.53. Northern California. It's another a magnitude 2.68. And we know they're downgrading these earthquakes. We know they are. Earthquakes were disappearing off of the 3D earthquake tracker. I was running that earlier today on a live stream, and there were people watching it in the live chat, and they were telling me the earthquakes were literally disappearing, the flags. They were disappearing as the Earth rotated around, which means they're removing the damn data. They're doing it on purpose. Once again, sorry for the slow computer. The internet is being bombarded right now. Magnitude 4.5 off the coast of Mexico. And then right here, for the wise guy that said, oh yeah, that volcano down there in Guatemala goes off all the time. Well, look what's being caused right now in Guatemala. magnitude 4.2, magnitude 4.3, magnitude 4.2, magnitude 4.1. And listen, Mr. Wise Guy, these earthquakes are epicentered off of the coast. This has nothing to do with a volcano. There's another one right here, up in the corner. Magnitude 4.5, depth almost 16 kilometers. Get this computer screen to go out a little bit more. Let's broaden it. You still with me, Doc? Think I might have lost her. So, ladies and gentlemen, bingo. Another earthquake right here. Doctor, you still with me?
Oh, yes, Scott. It's just I cannot always hear you.
Okay, your internet may be getting hit also right now. I'm with a blank screen.
Maybe.
I'm having big problems with my internet right now.
I can see that.
Ladies and gentlemen, if anybody could just type in the live chat, how is the audio? Somebody just leave me a comment in the audio. Let me know, or in the live stream chat, let me know how the audio sounds. Not much I could do about it, but well, we just had another earthquake go off right now.
Oh, yeah.
49 minutes
ago.
My. Yeah, Solomon Islands. Let's see how deep it was, because they're deep out here. Depth 46 kilometers.
Wow.
And these are multiple earthquakes over here. Look at this depth. 415 kilometers.
Oh, that's deep.
Oh my God, that's insane.
Yeah. My, oh my. I think we're going to get a lot more.
Oh, there's no way. We're finished here. I mean, we're going to get hit pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no doubt. Yeah, 415. There's another earthquake behind this that I'm trying to get to. There were multiple quakes in this at this point right here. Just trying to get them spread out enough so I can see them. Here we go. Well, no, I just lost them.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the internet is just not, reacting. The speed is horrible right now. 416 kilometers, magnitude 5.1. Yeah. Same thing here, magnitude 4.8. So there were two back-to-back very deep earthquakes right there.
Yeah. Down there moving. Yeah, what happens in the ionosphere will affect what happens deep inside the Earth. So
this earthquake 49 minutes ago in the Solomon Islands, magnitude 4.9, 50 kilometers deep, and then we have a few earthquakes right near it that occurred. Depth 200 kilometers, magnitude 5.1, and there are multiple quakes over here that they're directly underneath the other earthquake symbol.
Yeah, lots.
Come on, internet. I'm going to get out of the screen here real quick. Just want to check the Mexican seismology office real quick. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and get prepared for our 12 o'clock live stream. And hopefully We don't have these internet issues. Things are just very, very, very slow. I mean, you could see how long it's taking to load one website right now.
Mm.
I could actually go take a walk around the block, come back, and maybe this will be loaded. Yeah, 4.5, 4.2, 4.3. These are all occurring along the western coast of Mexico right now. The screen will actually pop up over here, I guess, in about an hour. There we go.
Wow, they're getting lots.
Yeah.
And in the
definitely
force.
Getting hit pretty good there.
Mm.
I'm going to exit out of there, and let's just bring up the 3D earthquake tracker and see what we got going on.
Okay.
Let's pull this up to the latest quakes. Yeah, these deep earthquakes, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we really have to worry about. Here's a deep quake, a couple of them right up here in Alaska. They were only magnitude 3.2, but if you look at the length of the pole, this little flag pole where you see the magnitude 3.2, this kind of signifies the depth of the earthquake. These were looking pretty deep right here. Magnitude 3.5, 3.5, 2.7, 2.7. Right here, fresh. These are all in the state of California. We're looking right here. Let me get the earth moving. Magnitude 3.6. Bingo. What's going on down here in South America? As I had mentioned, kind of a rare earthquake in Bolivia that just occurred. Magnitude 5.1, 4.9 over in Argentina. There's a fresh one at magnitude 2.6. And these are all relatively deep earthquakes. Moderate. But then moving over here, let me get over here and just, these earthquakes where I got this set for just. And here you go, you can see, let's turn these down.
Deep one there in South America, isn't it?
What is it? So here's another deep earthquake right here, another deep earthquake right here down in the Solomon Islands.
Oh, that deep one there.
Yeah, these are all very, very deep. You could see by the length of the flagpole there. That's the one that was 416 kilometers deep. That one's bad.
Yeah.
That was, I believe, that was a couple of days ago. And the reverberations will be felt all the way across the Pacific Ocean, going right into Mexico, or excuse me, South America, and that is exactly what is happening. That pressure transfer will come directly across the Pacific Ocean from this deep earthquake right here, impacting South America, and we are already seeing that.
Yeah.
Very, very weird to have an earthquake dead center in the middle of the state of Georgia. Right there. Magnitude 2.5. Another one in Arkansas. Magnitude 3.6. Oklahoma getting pretty licked right there. 2.7, 3.7. 2.8, 3.3. Yeah, and California is getting hit pretty good there. And if I just go and just back out of this a little bit, and I lower this for all magnitudes, and you look at the course of a week, take a look at the Earth.
Oh my.
Yeah, this is just the past week. Can you see? Can you see any piece of land? Hardly.
Unbelievable.
There you go. There's your planet, ladies and
I've
gentlemen.
never seen so many Earth states.
There's the last week. And there have been several. If you look at the flagpoles, let me stop this for a second. We'll get this to spin around here. There you go, right there. All of these deep earthquakes, you can see right here. All down in the South Pacific. Come on, Earth, turn. Right here. Yeah, definitely looks like a situation is definitely brewing. Oops, I just flipped the Earth. We just did a pole shift. Oh, boy. Yeah, everything's going wacky right now with the computer. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, you can see what we're going through right now. I think things are probably going to intensify somewhat. And we're going to be starting our live stream in about 40 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream right now. We just wanted to bring you up to date immediately on what we were seeing. And we're going to be doing the report the doctor prepared pertaining to asteroids and meteors, which are a direct threat to our planet. And we're going to be going over her report, and then we will continue to delve into what is occurring right now. Hopefully the internet access gets a little bit better. Doc, any last words before I cut this live stream? Doctor, Earth to Doctor.
Oh, Scott, yes, I can hear you now. Well, having me again.
Okay, yeah, we seem to be
Yeah.
we seem to be having some definite internet issues. I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream right now, ladies and gentlemen, and we will be back in 40 minutes with this other live stream that we're going to start on the asteroids and meteors. Hopefully you can join us. This is Scott from Planet X News. Thank you for watching.